pump. Always, guys, respect the pump. I respect the pump in all assets. Why? Because it's kind of like karma. You know, the power of the pump always comes back to you if you respect the pump of other people. It's crazy, but I have this belief that whatever pumps, you have to pay respect. Because otherwise, if you like, oh my god, this scam coin is pumping again, actually you are kind of rejecting the pump from your life. Maybe it's a bit out there, you know, woo, but we all gotta believe in something, and I do believe in the power of the pump. It's kind of like, you know, let the pump be with you. I went to bed yesterday. I told you guys on Twitter, good night and let the pump be with you. Okay, this is how I see. It's like this force. It's like this force that is all around us. And if you are really inviting the pump into your life, it will come.
Anything from your heart.
Oh, make up.
Key player.
What you think about us doing something for the hood?
True. For sure.
You know that's what it's from. I pull up and pause, but I ain't in the stunting. When I'm eating good, my people wantin' for nothing. When I pull up and pause, when I pull up and pause.
Key player, what you doing in Texarkana? Oh, not another scandal. Clay Swan's out of control. Yep. Split a plate with my young strugglers. I said they moan. Check my temperature, check engine light on. July heat, it ain't a cut, I can't roll through. Maxed out in 02. Problems of this world, just something I had to go through. And everybody know you. It's like a crush. I wish Danny Boy was here so we could split these dollars up. With the fame came sadness.
What's up, guys? This is Bright Light coming at you with another agreeable one. How are we doing out there? Yeah, nobody's probably in the chat yet, so yeah, nobody is. How are we doing? This is a good Wednesday, I guess. Feeling good, a little bit, you know, a little motivated, I guess. Probably want to do more. The markets better be agreeable, or disagreements will dump these markets, right? Yeah. So no, really, we probably got the short-term tariff stuff is probably going to come to close here pretty soon. The blood moon's the 14th. I think that's Friday. Maybe we might move sideways for a while. Maybe we might dump a little bit. We'll see. But how we doing in these markets? We will come to see in a very, very good future. We'll see if I can make a couple of good calls in the future, but I doubt it because most of the time I'm wrong. But yeah, not financial advice. Just you know. Anyways, I've got a couple things to show you, maybe update you on, and yeah. Other than that, let's get into it. Well, today I want to share this on stream too, since I did it today and it's fresh in memory. Kind of clipped a piece of your friend Sami. Shout out to him. I was going to play this little video. I thought it was pretty funny. I come across these moments while I'm at work and stuff, and sometimes I clip them, sometimes I can't. So any time I can and I see it, like, this one just kind of worked out perfectly for like any marketing experience, and people don't even see the kind of meme that it kind of built behind Yep Token and then like incorporated Nope Token on top of it. Although Nope Token is no permissions, you know, Randy Hilarski's group, but I kind of incorporated it as like the disagreeable side of agreements, you know, kind of mold the community a little bit better, kind of memeability right there. And now we finally have a farm that is decision-based, you know what I mean, over on Hocus Pocus. But, you know, it's kind of all coming together in the vision, I think. People on Pulsechain are agreeable, you know. There's a lot of people coming together and seeing where this market can go, where this community can go, and I'm kind of liking it. I couldn't make it to the Pulsechain tour, things like that. Next year, I definitely will make sure I'm down there by any means necessary. Don't hold me to it, but I'm definitely going to hold myself to it. We just, like, anything comes up in life, you never know. But it is my main priority next year for that. But anyways, back to the video. A lesson in agreeance and disagreeance brought to you by your friend Sami. Thanks for the moment of friendship, even though you didn't realize it. Yep and nope, you know. Stayed wisely at Hocus Pocus Fi. Homie Farms. Go get some of that, right? And because homie don't play that. And, you know. Anyways, hopefully the audio plays. We'll see. That is a very good point. Like communities get fragmented and stuff, and all of a sudden, every group's going to disagree with other groups, and all of a sudden, they're fighting each other and everything like that, and they're not moving together. You know, bigger groups and bigger cults aren't going to want to move in, right? So, like, being agreeable and everybody getting on the same page, speaking the same things is a vital part into being a big cult that's more agreeable, right? So Sami does have a very good point. I'm glad I got to clip that today. So if you want to, I mean, this is probably the most liked tweet I've gotten on this profile, my Yep Token Twitter. But yeah, I mean, I forgot to tag Sami because on mobile for some reason it doesn't like. I don't know where to get it on. I tag people on it or whatever. But yeah, I hope he doesn't see that I'm like trying to get him like shilling my token because I'm not trying to do that at all. I'm just, it's more of a memeability, you know what I mean? A form of like the glue of the community kind of thing of the memeing, like, oh, okay, I get it. Let's move together. Let's work together. Like, you know, and all push it together. Like even the Tang gang does their own thing and they move it forward. No Permissions crew does it for, you know, does their thing. PDI community does their thing, you know what I mean? But we're not all fighting each other. Like PDI people are working with the No Permissions community and, you know, things like that. And like Tang gang, some of them I think are working with us. So we're starting to move in that direction and people showing up to the No Permissions conference like that. As it grows and gets bigger and bigger and bigger, more of us are going to be more agreeable. You know what I mean? And that's how we garner adoption without the banks and without the institutions. You know what I mean? We get the average Joe in to move forward. And, you know, I'm kind of going way deep on it, but, you know, it is what it is. And that's why I kind of find little moments like this, just like, you know, a little positivity in Pulsechain instead of price is always down. You know, I make memes. I know I haven't made any new ones in a while, but you know, it's kind of rough out here in these agreeable homie don't play that markets, I guess, if that makes any sense. But anyways, I thought that was pretty important to bring to people. And yeah, I know it promotes my token, it promotes Nope token, it promotes Hocus Pocus, it promotes your friend Sami, it also promotes Pulsechain, because if you look into any of that stuff, gotta love the play on words. It's just kind of like flows together. But you know, it kind of like sticks into people's memory. better. Because even if you look into how like the CIA or the intelligence agency looks into how to like make people agreeable or do this or do that, it goes into these types of like mindset capabilities. You know what I mean? And the more the group understands the mission and which way to go, like the Degen Roundtable guys do great, like Nate McGiddit, all those guys, Zenith, you know, all those guys, Farmer J, all them guys, like they group together, they form together, and they go, they do their mission, they know it, and they're doing Pulsechain, just like Wild SJ, RG3, you know, I can just keep on going, doing the Pulsechain towards stuff. And yeah, I know Richard says don't go to like in-person conferences because he'd rather you put the money in the Pulsechain, but that's not the point. Point is the community. Point is the strength of the community, no matter what other people think. You know what I mean? And then when it comes to like decentralized exchanges, we do need to embrace them. Like some of the bigger people with bigger bags could sacrifice some of their bags to go get these things, like Pulsechain Foundation, or we could raise it or whatever. I don't know. I'm just speaking off the hip right there, but you know, it's like, yeah, some of these hexagons made a lot of money last cycle. It's like maybe they could, you know, help progress out instead of just staying cultish and being, oh, we're strictly DeFi. You know what I mean? Yeah, we do need to work up to a Coinbase listing. The P.DOT coins or the P copies could pay for that in the future if we worked with them more. Like the Aave guys, I'd love to see actual Aave on Pulsechain maybe one day. You know what I mean? Even though if that's like sellout, we could even have our non-sellout stuff too, but at least they're there. It's still being adopted on both ends. You know what I mean? We could still have that Richard Hart mindset of pure DeFi and everything, but then Aave could still be over here, you know, a whole bunch of stuff. I don't know. I think you guys kind of get where I'm kind of coming from with that, but long overdue. Another thing I'm working on is I made a Facebook group. I'm not doing any of my private Facebook because that's all my private stuff. I'm hardly even on it ever, but I'm going to try this. Like I want to live stream on this, so I'm going to try to keep the cussing down, hopefully, and stuff like that to help market maybe more of the mainstreamers. And to get this, I need 100 followers, and my profile has to be 60 days old. So I got the 60 days old thing. I set this up a long time ago. I've been waiting it out, and now I need the followers so I can actually stream from StreamYard over onto Facebook while I'm on X and YouTube at the same time, and hopefully try to like funnel in some followers because I've only posted on this thing like twice, and I got I get a couple views here and there. I hardly ever check it because I was waiting, but yeah, leads to my website, leads to the community, leads, you know what I mean? It's just more click rates, and hopefully we can get there. Yeah, I know it's named Yep Token. I can change it to Bright Lights Community. I don't know, but it's just a group as that I'm trying to work on. So if you want to, it's hard to search or whatever, but I'll link a profile in my Telegram, and so you guys can go find it or whatever. Because I even try to search for it on my profile, and it's not coming up. I think it's because it's got no followers or no nothing. So it's got a post. You know, it's got a post, but other than that, this is like the back end, my profile, stuff like that. So you don't need to pay attention to that. But yeah, I need 100 followers live stream. So, and then I'll be able to go live. I'll be able to connect StreamYard, and hopefully we'll keep it light. I keep getting copyright strikes on the videos I have on YouTube. So I think my viewership goes down, but I know at least making a video once a week and staying as consistent as I have been, it at least pushes it out there in the algorithm. I don't know how far, but yeah, I think it's the music copyright strike stuff. But anyways, there's that. Now we could kind of go on a little update about Yep Token, Hocus Pocus Farms. Since last stream, kind of like middle through it, the screen share didn't even share, so I'm making sure on my phone that it's actually working, which is good. Other than that, some of these farms still going down. Maybe another week they'll go down. Some of them I think could have more liquidity sitting out there that's not staked in these farms because things could be coming for DAT token. So yeah, there's rehypothecation and things like that happening in the background with some of the DAT token or the BBC, whatever. Randy could explain it more. I don't have that much information right now, but yeah, the decision-based pool right here, the Nope Yep token or the Nope Yep token pool actually has 5,000 in liquidity. It's pretty dang good. Still at 415 APR, earning DAT token, which we'll look at that token in a couple on the charts. Yeah, it's down. It's reward token. People are playing around, but stack Nope token. You know, you can see these APRs pretty good. 300, 600, 234, 148, 300. You know, all these different tokens that are in the Nope permissions crew. Nope. You know, join them. I think there's a cheap version and an expensive version. Even the cheap version is pretty good. So I like the videos. They're informative. Keep you in a loop of what the community is doing, what Randy's doing, Firewall, you know, Access maybe sometime, like a lot of other things. But yeah, like Gelato that gives you hex. If you transact, you know, it's a tax token. I'm not too sure if you enter that pool, probably tax you or whatnot, but yeah. The Nope Yep pool is earning 415 APR right now with $5,000 worth of liquidity. It's pretty dang good. No fees going in and out. Down here with DAT token, you can take your DAT token, you earn from that. If you hold these tokens, put it in this pool, pair it with Wrap Pulse. Yes, it is a reward token, but with the market cap of this token and the liquidity, it's it's got like 80% liquidity compared to the market cap. Don't quote me on that right now. We'll look on Dex Screener in a minute because it could have changed since the last time I looked at it. But it was at like 25K market cap and it had like 16K liquidity last I looked at it. So yeah, that's still earning 984. So the emissions rate's going to get cut, kind of like the incentive token in the future. So you might want to get your cut of the token. Just homie, don't play that. I kind of say that instead of dat more because I'm so used to it. But yeah, that's what you do. And then you can rehypothecate. You can just keep taking your DAT, trading half of it for Pulse, and just keep going into that. Or you can trade half your DAT into two other assets and build another pool up. You can do a lot of things with just this. Or you can get a little bit more like technical, I guess, or advanced, and you can go over to the Agreeable Index and provide liquidity there if you know how to do that on Pocus. You know, I have videos on that in the past. You have to get all five of the assets and provide the liquidity with minimal, like 0.5% slippage, if that. 0.01% slippage at times. But you can see there's close to $7 grand TVL in this. I hear from a agreeable person or a birdie in the air that votes may go up slightly more because the founder keeps locking up for 2 fucks the further it goes down. So he might stop at some point and just, you know, he's trying to spread it out a little bit. You know, so APR doesn't stay too low, you know, and with the 2 fucks price being down so low and this APR, with that amount of liquidity, that's pretty high. And projected's 86, so we'll see. We'll see, man. We'll see. But if we go over to locked and then we scroll, oh yeah, I gotta connect the wallet to do that. So let me bring this over here real quick so I can do that. Yeah, I was on the right wallet anyways. Could have done that on screen, but whatever. Nope, I can't gauge. I can't look at that. Never mind. Anyways, log out, disconnect, and bring it back over. I think we're going to gain like 0.02% more votes on the Yep pool. But yeah, that's that. Other ones, VAPR. You guys don't know, 2fucks, you should know. 2fucks.io is like a balancer, an aura fork. Yeah. Kind of like boosted yield on top of your balancer yield. Fork of Bucks is a fork of that. And then this is a fork of Aura Finance. Yeah. Something along those lines. Yeah. Not bad yields for the 2fucks price being down so much. I would agree with that. Take your 2fucks and then you go over to where did I take that and you can go over to the Hocus Pocus, right? And then put your 2fucks in this little, where the 2fuck, there it is, 2fucks farm right there, making 300% APY. Yeah, I know, Agreeable index is lower, but supporting the token, supporting the liquidity. I believe in 2fucks. I think it's way undervalued, but it is the higher APRs. It is the higher echelon of LP writing. You would have to own all the tokens before you enter the pool. Yes, you can add them one at a time, but you get slippages and everything. But yeah, I got other videos. You guys can think of that. And there's a lot of farms here with a lot of good tokens, a lot of good founders in here, like Queen 2. We got the King 2 somewhere up here with all tied with no. Can you tell the trend? No permissions community. Not all of them. We got the Solid X 9-inch, the Rat Pulse Fire, some of those pools in here yet. There might be more DAT pools coming along with some of these other tokens that will pay higher yields. So you can use that to go into other farms or whatever to get some of these tokens if you wanted to, basically almost for free with minimal risk. If you just went into you can bring the 9-inch LP token. If you have access Rat Pulse LP token over on 9-inch and you're in that farm, you can bring that LP token and just stake it over here. Trustworthy site. These guys know their stuff. Fast Abdul agrees with them. I agree with them. Randy agrees with them. Good stuff. Yeah. This was fairly simple. It's two tokens LP. So yeah. Moving on. That right there is minimal risk to get that token to even put in this. Go get some of the other tokens if you don't want to take a risk. That is a strategy I will give you guys. It's not what I'm doing, but it is a strategy, if you already have one of these farms over on 9-inch. What is up, the Ascending Man? Hello, my friend. We will meet one day. We will. I watched some of that stream with the audio breaking and stuff of the Pulsechain conference, and I could stand it for so long, but I'm glad that Wild SJ had a video of everybody having the turnout and stuff that I could see. A lot more people probably weren't there than what was in that video, but yeah, a lot of people turned out for it. I'm pretty glad. Better than last year, because I saw some pictures last year. It was quite smaller. So yeah. But anyways, that's that token. And then on the last note, let's go check out. I'm not quite sure of the estimated APR on this pool, but you can earn some island token over on Function Island. It's a smaller market cap. Dex, you know, they got low liquidity. They're building out stuff. So we got a little other. I mean, there's other Island Camel here. There's Island Banana. There's Island Steve from the Agreeable Index, and there's Soda. There's Island Pulse. You know, there's a lot of other things. And if you were part of their thing, you could stake their NFTs and stuff like that. But help these guys out. They do pretty good work. As far as that, this smaller market cap stuff, always do your research, things like that. You know, this is a fork of Uniswap with different UI, a bunch of other stuff. So, yeah. Hocus Pocus, great. Farming Wizard, let's take off the filter. Let's do that. Orange Grove, they still got stuff, but you look at the farms on here, like, look at how many farms on Pulsechain we have. Like, Jesus. Pretty impressive, I think. Some of them higher APRs than others. Some of them have deposit withdrawal fees more than others. Yeah, but even 2Fucks farms on here, you know, that's awesome. Y'all, if you like this stream, hit like, subscribe, go over to YouTube, hit like over there, just subscribe and come back to X and watch it if you like it there, because I know a lot more people are on X than YouTube, but I do like talking with people in the chat sometimes. So other than that, let's go to the charts, I think, man. Yes. Oh, yeah. I already had that Hocus Pocus tab up, but let's go to Richard Hart. Let's see how far down he is. $321 million in this trade, man. You think Vitalik's trying to like shake him out with BlackRock or something? But yeah, this is furthest down he's been, I think, in a long time. There's probably more money than I'll ever see in my life. But I know this man, he's diamond-handed, and he ain't going to let go. If it takes 10 more years, it takes 10 more years, man. He ain't got to sell anyways, you know. It is like, yeah. Won his court case. Not just like dismissed. Won his court case. So that's pretty important. Precedent, yeah. I think it's important even for the other cryptos. Like entry price was 37.73, and we'll look at ETH in a minute. I'll pull up Trading View and get a fresh look at the charts, man. I don't pay for Trading View because I'd rather use Dex Screener. But when you look at Bitcoin and Ethereum, you kind of got to use Trading View a little bit, I think. The only thing I like really look at Wrap Pulse, Wrap Bitcoin, is on Dex Screener. And I just look at the price. That's about it. I don't really try to do TA on it because it doesn't quite move quite as fast as like Pulsechain assets and stuff, but it is more of a store of value in the long term, like that digital gold they say it is. But it definitely looks like it's coming back here for that big retest, like some of the Twitter thing I've been seeing. Like this last cycle, we're right at this point and went sideways for a little bit, and it just skewed it up. I've been seeing that on Twitter or X. It's very possible, but the institutions, things like that, are in now. So there definitely is some manipulation, I think, with this. And I think they're doing it for a reason, so Citadel can come in, snatch up things, and then provide liquidity, and then turn on their BlackRock has the Aladdin AI. They probably got something way more advanced than that now, and they're not telling anybody about it. But Citadel and BlackRock could be teaming up with something like that, and then just come on, take control of the crypto markets, and then let banks just take custody of it, offer it, do whatever they're going to do. Maybe banks are going to give access to the Fed to inject money into the crypto markets for once. Who knows? You know what I mean? But maybe the Fed could borrow, or like BlackRock could buy some treasury bonds and borrow against those to get the cash, and then go into crypto, or I don't know. There's many different strategies they can do, but they got the big money, they got the liquidity, they got the control they want. So they're going to take Bitcoin over. And yeah. But when you zoom out on this, let's go to the weekly, since it's pretty much all you have to look on Bitcoin, unless you're like leverage trading it, right? I look at dailies mostly, but yeah. Look at how flat that looks way back there. It's not even like, oh, yeah, it does go all the way back. All right, cool. But yeah, it looks like a big retest. I think we could even come down. Really would not want it to come down past 75. I think, although this is 74,000, I think it just swooped down, but that's a pretty solid red candle right there from the weekly. So yeah, that can take some time to recover, but 2-3 weeks, all it takes for Bitcoin to recover, right? So with that, it's only down like what? At the bottom is 30%. So that's like a regular pullback for Bitcoin, even on like previous cycles. Like right here, it was a previous, it was like, that's 51. I remember 30% back here, but yeah, there's another one. That's just probably another 50%, right? From the top. At least it's a regular pullback in crypto, I think. That's about 40, 44, yeah. But yeah, we could probably come back 35% on Bitcoin. Stock market's been taking a hit, but I don't know. At worst, 35. That's 70 grand. So yeah, I wouldn't want to see it go below 75 though. But I think they could probably do one last scare before they decide to send it. I still think 140 for this bull flag was in play, but we'll see. It could form this little M, and it could be the top, and then they can just fake you out and do it. Who knows? Could have some downside. I'm still like, I think it's gonna go. It's all the manipulation, negativity, and now everybody's just like, oh, it's going to be a longer cycle and tariffs and blah, 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 whatever. They're trying to find a reason just because Bitcoin's not going up. So I think that's all it is. When in longer term, like down here, that's what it was. We did the same thing right here. Did that. Oh, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, a month of sideways. And then we just started going up. But that was below the past all-time high. And this time, we're above it. So I think we're kind of front-running it. So, yeah, could have a good 4 or 5 weeks. Maybe let's get into May when we start going up. If it was the same fractal or whatever. We'll see, though, man. We'll see. I know there ain't no V-shaped recovery right now because the Fed is probably going to lower interest rates, but they ain't going to print anytime soon. Only form of printing we're going to get is cuts from Doge and stimulus, especially when the CPI, he wants it around 2% or below that. I think Jerome said 2%. He might have said 3%. Don't quote me on that. But no, I think he said 2%. And once he meets that goal, he'll be happy. Stop siphoning the money out your pockets. Eggs will go down, things like that, you know. But yeah. Anyways, we got some time. So big guys are playing. We're learning their game now with Bitcoin, I think. With the ETH, I think they're highly manipulating ETH, man. Like, it fell out of the parallel channel that I had. Look, just delete that because none of it matters. Hardly at all. All my TA is just done, dude. Like, see how wrong I was on this? Like, God, I thought we were going to do something good, you know? I thought Trump was going to pump our backs, man. But no. I'm literally thinking Vitalik is just trying to fud Richard out and BlackRock too, because they want to fud him out to lows, make him like pump Pulsechain with all of his ETH money. I don't know. I'm just talking out my hiney right now. So other than that, yeah, man. Hopefully we make a doji right here and don't liquidate that guy that I heard. Whew. I heard that there's a liquidation point at like 1720 or something like that. And that's probably what could have pumped ETH back up is they borrowed against Aave or something like that. They got 150 million, something like that. But there's like a leverage position like right in here at $1,700. Let's just call it 17. Don't quote me on any of this, but I heard there was a position down there. Right there, and there's just like a lot of dead air. So I don't know, man. We might. I don't think we'd go back down to 1,400 or nothing, but we could go down to 1,500 pretty quick if that got liquidated, from what I hear. So hopefully we'll hold that, man. Maybe that's what caused us to go up. Who knows? But yeah, ETH needs to pull its stuff together before Solana really turns it into the like Ethereum killer, which they call it, or whatever. I doubt it will because there's way more money locked up on ETH and it's way more secure, and you can't shut it down, you know. But hopefully we bounce from here on the weekly. I want to see a good weekly green candle, you know, on ETH before I even. Yeah, man. That's like the midline of this whole range right here, and that's where that liquidation guy would be. Like, that's some scary stuff, but hopefully we stay above it, and I don't have to fearmonger any longer with ETH. It is dragging Pulsechain down a little bit, but other things could be doing that too. Everybody's probably got impatient because the case dismissal and whatnot. Yeah, I know I'm on Yep Token right here. Might as well do Yep Token. I got my little line down here. I was zooming out on it earlier. I was just like, dude, that's gonna look so small if Pulsechain just goes, dude. Probably look smaller than that. And this is on the dailies. Yeah. And then you just, that's what I've been doing lately. It's like, there's the line. Let's see how far we can go up. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe it only goes up to previous wick or whatever. That first wick should never be there in all aspects because that was the bots doing their thing. Yeah. Other than that, we seem to like be flattening out a little bit, which is good. The volume's kind of picked up since these homie farms came in, which is good. Yeah, a lot of up and down. Maybe that airdrop people are starting to run out. It takes a long time to flesh out airdrops. Like, unless you know the people and you got the money, to like just hold price at a certain spot, it's a lot harder than it looks. But or the people just sit there and hold and they're diamond handed. But some people just like to take it and go. But yeah, hopefully we hold here. Look on the wrap pulse real quick. Look at that. That looks like a more bullish chart, don't you think? What's that big yellow line there for? It's the blood moon day, guys. No, that's the 16th. It's really on the 14th, but let's put it in between on the 15th. Let's just call it good. But yeah, it's trending up. Looks like it, like a little waterfall, and then you might not make it second waterfall. Who knows? I can't believe, to be honest, that people just I've been letting it go down, and I've been slowly just little nibbles here and there, $200 here, $200 there, and I've just been taking it away. Maybe one day it'll just not be there. Supply on the market, that is. Look at Hex. Yeah, it's in our box, man. Time is now. The DCA. Yeah, we're staying above our line. That's good. Staying above our line. That is good. Hopefully, worst case scenario, we can touch this previous top right here. But really worst case scenario is we can go down here or just make new lower lows on this chart. But I don't think we will, especially after the good news. But complainers, I'm just going to say complainers on the chain decide to sell, just go ahead and do it. Come on. Messing around. I know some of them, the complainers, will not sell until they get to a sack price or a 0.0002, like double that. I think that'll be a good level for a lot of people to go. Smaller holders, whatnot. Who knows? But I think I'm really talking about Pulsechain and Pulsex on that. But there's a lot of diamond handers too, so I'm just not gonna sell on a double. But that's gonna take heat to get his stuff together, unless like some magical thing happens and exchanges start listing us, and hopefully they list Hex just as well as Pulsechain. It takes a community to get those things to happen. Though. Hex, looking down, maybe this is the last dollar, and we go up from here. Look at Pulsechain; it's the better of the four. I don't really do E-Hex right now, but better the four today. So got some previous lines, parallel channels. Where was that? I think right there. We're below it, so let's just delete that. And it looks like our previous line that we had before, we kind of broke through this, so that one don't matter no more. But I've been kind of holding on that right by that lowest low, man. I'm still saying, guys, for my calculations, we could go to 4027. I don't know, right down here, 278, somewhere right around there, and that will be like pressing people pretty good. But the whales, that is, not the squids, dolphins, yeah, we'll feel it too, but hopefully we build a floor above these two golden lines or yellow lines, whatever. What is up, Moon Mutt? Thanks for stopping in. Always good stuff, my friend. Thank you. I'm glad you watch, even on a replay. Today was a little earlier. I might be moving my times up so I can let you guys view it. I try to stick to about an hour and do little charts of Pulsechain and no permissions, coins. And if you guys have any coins in the chat that's not a signature of trust, but we can always look at other charts too, from time to time. Yeah, this is gonna, I think we're gonna start to level out, hopefully, because if you look at Hex, they're all starting to do this curve, and we need to do this. I've always thought of this between all the core assets. They need to curve and just stay flat for a while. I mean, people already feel like it's stable coin already. It could really become a stable coin, But hopefully we could just kind of come down, flatten out a little bit, maybe down a little bit, and then pop up and go. Don't adjust this exaggerated time, but let's just say if we start to do it in May, just start to go up, and then maybe Richard comes out by then, because what we got 10 more days, whatever. I don't know how many more days he's got until he's in the clear of this dismissal of being appealed. I don't think he's gonna come out right away, man, if at all. Who knows? We can't just depend on that, and a lot of these complainers depend on that. So I don't know. I would love him to stream. I want him to stream. Don't get me wrong. It'd be awesome. But the community's got to push it forward. Kind of like a couple of people I've heard lately. They Satoshi just took a back seat and the community took it forward. You know what I mean? So Richard Hart might be doing that. I don't know. Who knows? I hope he comes back the day of, just all ripped and told you so. Blah, blah, blah. Not total outrage, but come get his glory. He might one day. Maybe he comes back in May. It'd be kind of funny, because that's when he kind of disappeared. And then he launched Pulsechain. He's always been on X. Don't get me wrong. He's done a couple videos during the Christmas, whatever. It doesn't count for me, man. That last video he did, I don't know, dude. I'd rather see his face like the one before that, Yeah. Anyways, yeah, we can flatten down, go down a little bit, touch that, just go, and hopefully just trend up, come here, go like that, and maybe by that we go up. Or it could just go like that. But I'm setting my expectations to where, looking at me, man. Look at the macros. You got to think about the Fed meetings in March. CPI's down. It's looking good. Jobs reports are coming, right? Probably going to go down because government people, jobs reports are jobs reports, man. It doesn't matter. Yeah, they go down. People sell, whatever. It is what it is. But then the next Fed meeting is going to be the important one is in July. So we'll see. This next Fed meeting will tell me everything I need to know, whether we're going to go sideways and down maybe a little bit more, or we're going to continue up. You know what I mean? That's setting my expectations for the longer term, shorter term, whatever. Long term is 1 year and above. You get me. But other than that, we could just have this little tiny little V and go, and just slowly grind up, whatever, But I think doing a slow roll and just letting the community build momentum and push the whole thing forward, and hopefully one wall falls down after another with these exchange listings, MECX or whatever. Watched the Corey Costa video. That was enlightening with the liquidity or the account Pulsechain Foundation's account. The liquidity's not there, whatever. But yeah, we do need to get that exchange listing. We do need another one. We do, last cycle, I think if Hex paid for that Binance exchange listing, it probably wouldn't have went down as far as we did. It got embraced like that, Like, yeah, I get the aspects of RH and things like that, but like update worldview, not everybody's like that, Hex could have been on all the exchanges until the SEC lawsuit, you know what I mean? And then they would have delisted it just like XRP. Like, it probably would have saved the price chart a lot of pain, even though Hex is that DeFi, that on-chain, that, you guys get me where I'm coming from. I've always kind of thought that, but like getting a Coinbase listing like Maddie wants, like, that's big, man. And I get that the PDI copies or whatever, they get supported over there, that could pay for them or whatever, but we'll see. We'll see. You know what I mean? Other than that, let's go to Pulsechain. Pulsechain is holding up the best, I think, compared to all of these. Like, hasn't even like broken past the sideways movement, because if you go to Pulse, like this is that sideways movement, this area, right? And it broke that and just went down, and now it's just hanging around the all-time lows, man. Like, and this is my like little golden box of like, maybe this is where we bottom, hopefully we do. I mean, people just like, yes, there needs to be volume on the chain, but people need to like, I don't know, maybe some bigger people are selling still, pushing it down. Yeah, if you sold the hell out of Hex, it's going to drag Wrap Pulse, Pulse Hex, all those assets down. But Wrap Pulse is probably the most important asset on the chain, since it is the chain. Like Hex rides on top of it. Yes, I understand. Like, it is the premier store of value with Hex on the chain. That's why Pulsechain was made. But Pulse is probably the most important asset on the chain. So everything's tied to it, and that one seems to be drooping a whole lot more than Pulsex. But it's because that deflationary aspect, man. I get it. It's that 1-to-1 parity for Pulsex. Pulse. I'm kind of amazed that it happened. Congrats. Could take 20 more years to get to that 2-to-1, man. 2 Pulsex to 1 Pulse, or 2 Pulse to 1 Pulsex. That's what I mean. Yeah. Could just take 30 more days, though. Who knows? It is that deflationary cap. There's trillions of them. Just like Pulsechain. I don't think there's as many trillions of Pulsechain as, yeah. Anyways. Let's look at Ink, man. Like, they're all looking about the same. I'm not looking for a big bounce anytime soon. Yeah, we're below the lines. We're still above my purple box. I was hoping we were kind of building a pendant, but that is out. I really would have to look at this, since this is like the least. Actually, that's not looking half bad when you go to Pulse. It's just bouncing off these prior highs right here. And this token out of the RH cores has the lowest amount of supply on chain compared to Pulsechain, Pulsex. Yes, Pulsex is burnable, but the ink printers come in, man. That's a liquidity fork for it, so you can borrow against it and do things like that. But Solid X's game's coming out. It's going to be burning incentive token, man. So that's an deflationary aspect. Yes, I know they print in the farms, but if we level that out, man, it could just, could be the token to want, man. That's why it's called incentive token. And then what about the third parties tokens coming when the Pulsechain staking comes out? That could be another reason why people are stacking up on Pulsechain, I think of a day like maybe 50 years from now. What if all the Pulsechains got bought and burnt out all the liquidity pools and nobody sold? Like, how would they sell? They'd have to provide the liquidity to sell into themselves just to exit, I think of things like that. Especially with bought and burned tokens, like 50 years from now, yeah, it could probably take 100 years for all the Pulsechains to get bought and burnt out of the whole system. We'll see, man. We'll see. It is definitely going to be interesting for an exchange token. Our scores, let's look at Solid X. I can't believe it's at $9, man. Yeah, people are just selling. Is this recently? This is like one of the tokens I keep an eye on a lot because the game's coming out. Wow, it even like somebody just dipped out, huh? That was past 3 hours. All right. Okay. I see, said the blind man. Yeah, God, I missed the buying opportunity. I knew I should have been on a Patreon call today. I missed it. I got to listen to the recording. But, yeah. Other than that, be the bottom, man. Could be the bottom. But Solid X, goodbye. There's bureaucracy waiting. This is going to be a fully licensed casino blockchain game. So, like, all the red tape's going to be tied up in a little bow in a gift box, set on everybody's lap to go play. And on that note, I'm going to play the Solid X video game, promo video. Play this one or the other one. I think this one's shorter. One. Not this one. Maybe one of these days I'll make more video or get more videos like that for Yep Token because I only got a couple. But the one video I play in the front in the intro or near it, I wish I could put it in my intro tab so it just came on right away. For some reason, when I try to add it to StreamYard, it just gets all jacked up. When I try to put it in the intro video part, I don't know what the hell's going on. Maybe it's the video format. I don't know. But I got a couple of them. Let's play the agreeable index one when we go to 2 fucks. Let's go to 2 fucks, man. Look at this, man. Nobody wants voting power? Like, dude. I'm just going to play the agreeable index for 2 fucks, all right? Let that video mark the bottom of 2 fucks. Lord knows I keep locking up more of it. Yeah, I pulled a little bit of my liquidity out of the agreeable index locked up the $2, and I put the remaining Steve and Vets and stuff like that. I put a little bit of Vets over in the Hocus Pocus. No, I put that back in the Agreeable Index. And then at first I put it over in the Hocus Pocus. Then I moved it back in the Agreeable Index because I needed it for the Steve stuff. So all that's back in there. Everything seems to be going down with the given P Hux. I know I need to practice that instead of say $2 if I'm going to be streaming on Facebook. Hopefully Facebook likes this. I really don't care if it gets shut down, but at least I'm going to try, right? But yeah, it looks like it's kind of been manipulated to the downside, and maybe we got this V-shaped recovery like COVID. I don't know. Now I'm just cracking jokes, guys. Just no. The MACD kind of shows some bullishness, and that's a little yummy with all this downward price action, right? You noticed all that? Like right here. Let's just zoom in. Look at it. All green. But what's price do? All down. Was this like a bearish divergence because price went up? Nope, it wasn't. So yeah, there's a little bullish divergence there. A little hidden gem, I think, on Pulsechain. Yeah. Let's go to Island Token. That seems to be doing pretty well. 53K market cap. Oh yeah, I was going to look at that token. Oh yeah, this one's doing pretty good. Hanging in there, you know. Looking a lot better than some of the cores right now, but we'll see. But it is low liquidity, low volume. I don't know. I'm just collecting and like holding, you know. All right, let's look at that. Let's go to the no permissions tab and look at that token. Look at all these no permission coins. I got my own little watch list. Yeah. Let's look at the full chart of DAT. I know I kind of skipped over Solid X, TA and stuff, but needs to find a floor, man. It looks like a down only chart, except after the first day, but that's DAT on Pulse. Homie, don't play DAT. So yeah, probably a good point to accumulate. It's been green for the past, what, 4 days now? Down 98% because everybody just started selling. You don't think he had plans? Yeah, I sold a little bit when I was farming up here. I'll admit it. But not anymore, man. Not anymore. But I had to earn all mine. So, yeah. That's important, right? And now we're just going up. I'm probably too transparent on that, but it wasn't much. It's like 50s. Like an 8-piece. Let's just call it that. But yeah, now we're moving up. Hopefully we'll get a nice little bounce up to like 10 cents maybe. Think we can go to 10 cents with the new farms coming out? Probably next week. I haven't even listened to the call yet. And I'm already trying to think of what he's got planned. You know? Dat farm's coming out. You're going to need dat. Pair probably against Solid X. Nope. A couple other farms. I don't know what farms, but you could just guess. And if you hold those tokens, just put them in liquidity. Yeah, I know a lot of people don't like it in permanent loss, but we'll see. Let's look at the 1 hour. A little over an hour. Got a lot of stuff to cover. But yeah, a little nice little stair step uptrend going on. It looks like it's doing a little ascending triangle action. Maybe going to break down from there because people are selling their yield. We'll see. Let's see if it builds a little W. It's hard to like do TA on these, but like let's see if it does like a little W and then Probably not on that time frame, but you get my point. You get my point. Anyways, let's look at Nope token. Look at that. Kind of hanging around the midline of the parallel channel I had. I think I drew that last stream, right? Maybe I was looking at it before then. I don't know why it's on the 4 hour, but yeah, it's kind of a parallel channel from the top to the bottom. You know, it's kind of rough, hanging around that midline. Most of the no permissions tokens are tied to this, and this is tied to solid X. So yeah, I don't know. I think since Nope token is in so many hands with the larger amounts of supply and stuff, it acts like more of the glue out there for all these other tokens. Unlike me trying to snipe up my supply and taking it off the market, this one's the other way around. Yeah, SolidX has some whatever, but you know, it's kind of more of a balancing act for the no permissions crew, and it's a good token to hold and provide liquidity with if you're the no permissions crew, even if you're not. You just, you know, it's probably going to be the one that's probably less likely to pump as hard, but we'll see about that, it being tied to SolidX. But you never know. Randy could be playing the game and has more of the supply than, I don't quote me on that. That's pure speculation. But yeah, I don't know. It's holding on the midline right here. And I think since people are providing LP with it, there's going to be a lot less selling, but there will be a lot more rehypothecation with the DAT token and the Nope. You know, it'll add to the volumes. Definitely. I like that. I can't wait for the day that Yep token has volumes over $1,000 again. You know, like the only times I've had volumes over $1,000 is on red days. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Well, I have been stacking some stables, but that's for DCA, and it's not much right now. So look at Dark Token. That's looking like it's building the bottom, but it's got a lottery coming up. You think people are going to be selling that? I don't think so, because they're going to want them fuel cells, man. Fuel cells, look into it. All the research is right here. Shout out to Pulsechain. Let's look at Saturno. Forming that bottom, like everything in the no permissions crew is forming that bottom. Even, well, SolidX had a jeter earlier today, but whatever. Gelato forming a little bit of a might have just made a new lower low. Just trying. Let's see how far down this is. This might be a good buy. It gives you SolidX and Hex. Finally hit that 89% mark. It can be another 5%. Let's put a box there for you guys. Like St. Wolf does. This is probably the buy. So. Right? Yeah. I don't measure my chart from there, like, because yeah, look at that. There's the buy zone. I'll even adjust it up a little bit for you guys. And that will be, that's where I'd be getting it. And it's in it, dude. It's in it. A little off on my measurement at the top. Here we go. Right there. 85. God, where did I measure last time? Was I off? Okay, that's 94, 95. That's the buy zone. There we go. Whatever, it's close enough. Steve, I can't believe it's down like 74K, man. I think if he comes back, he's even got a staking feature on this and everything. Like, Website. Yeah. Looks like it's being held right here, though. Somebody's holding it at these prices, but yeah. Looks like it's bottom of it. Could be the bottom of that one. Let's look at King 2, King Pooey, King of Pooies. Let's hopefully one day it will find a floor. Could be in that wedge right here. I'm not a wedgie kind of person, but you'll get my drift. Kind of a wedge. It's really rough, but you get my point. Maybe it's just getting so squeezed, it's just going to pop its pooey and pop right out of there. My TA on that. Let's go to Queen Pooey. Now, everybody cares about the Queen. She is down what? $76. Okay. People might be interested down there. Let's put a little box down there for you guys. Right on stream. Let's go down right there. Let's put a little box. Remeasure the top. Put it at 85 and measure down. There we go. That's what I'd like to see. It's the last resort. You could probably go a little higher than that, but whatever. And let's go. I have one other one. Look at our most favorite token for Charles Hosky boy. Yeah. Rule 8 is looking pretty cheap. If you don't mind me asking. 88. We'll see if it's the real 8 in this bull market. Look at bets. Yeah. A lot of tokens today, huh, guys? I know. Probably too much. Take that off the log. Looks like it's doing all right. Doing all right. Oh, that's no. I'm gonna go to the actual one. Knew it kind of looked a little weird. Oh, kind of gonna put an S there, huh? I think this one is 1 year. Yeah, I think that one's it. All right. Yeah, that one looks better. All right. So yeah, this one looks like it's forming that floor. Oh, everything's got like that artificial V down. Like every time it hits that line, somebody's just like smacking it down. And if we go to the core assets, let's see which one's actually doing it to the rest. Volume 811. Right. Pulse. I think it's X. No. More people are buying this one, so it can be 396. Let's look at the sell. 380. It could be Hex, but I don't think it's pulling that much. Got to be that wrap pulse, man. Along with the leverage of the other tokens. All right. That one is just kind of bouncing on the bottom. All right. I'm telling you guys, you got to give more P-Hucks. That's the shill of the day. Got to give more P-Hucks. Best looking chart. Look down and up. I don't know. It's put the MACD in on YEP token and see what's going on over here. I know I'm jumping all over. Sorry, guys, if I'm confusing you. If you're new here. Sorry if I'm making you dizzy. Now I'm just cracking jokes while trying to chart. This one seems to be going flat. Look, it's going up. Oh, yeah, but now let's do it to solid X. MACD. Is there any? Go click that. No bullish. No bullish divergence. We'll see, man. I don't know. You think we'll go lower to 764? I think that line's still that red. Yeah, it's that red candle on the 4 hour, I think, or is it the 2 hour? Yeah, it's the bottom on the 4 hour. The bottom of that first 4 hour red candle. It's the only TA I can do. So, anybody in the comments? Nope. Hope you all enjoy my little. That's my little streams, my charts, things like that. Hopefully, one day, all these charts will look way more agreeable to the upside because there can be agreements on both sides. You know, just like Sami said, a no can still be agreeable because the leader knows what's best, right? Oh, maybe. But yeah, performance stuff, we're looking good. Let's look at actuator real quick before we go. I don't know why this one just keeps going down and down and down. Like, do the hexagons not see the value in this? Or I don't understand. Like, stake your hex instead of selling it. Stake it out 5. Get half the value out and still have your stakes. And then come back and buy it back if you need. Like, yeah. I know you guys enjoy my shows. 97% down. We'll see if it's test the time. Test the time. I know it's a new token, new platform. We'll see, but 80K market cap, guys. Like, I don't understand it. Earn your HTTs. Like, you make your stake, you go get your ATTs, whatever, get your hex, buy your hex, whatever, the other side of the hex. Go provide the LP, get your actuator tokens, lock it up in the vault for more than 90 days, and get your ATTs and just sit there and accumulate. It's like leverage. And then you get your ATTs, like maybe every month you can click claim and go add it to one of your stakes to get it out. Like, you're not going to lose your stake unless it goes past that redeem date and somebody redeems it with those HTT tokens. So, oh, sounds pretty agreeable to me. Actuator's awesome. Even add strategies with ICOs things, you know. A lot of great buys right now. A lot of really low volumes. Like, I can't believe the volume is below $1 million on Hex. On Hex. The volume on Pulsechain. Guys, all y'all are just buying Pulsechain and saying, screw it, huh? Because the volume's so big. You taking your pulse and just going to the Pulsechain to hold that 1-to-1? Or what? Like, all it takes is one well of Pulsechain just to, like, bink, knock it down, dude. One well. And if you're big, like, let's say you sacked $100,000 for Pulsechain. and you didn't sack for Pulsechain, you would probably want to start. It's the most logical thing to me. Because what did I say was the most important asset on Pulsechain? Was probably the one that everything's tied to, Pulsechain. Yes, I understand Hex could be the store of value. Yes, I understand PulseX is deflationary, everything. But if you're 90% in PulseX, let's say you just own PulseX and PulseX and maybe a little bit of ink because you've been farming the whole time, like, I fumbled this move. I should have held my PulseX a way lot longer because I was one of the guys up here. Because I sacked for Pulsechain. I had it. I was the one helping people get Pulsechain so they can get their PulseX and swap into Pulsechain early on. You know what I mean? So I did that early on. I fumbled that, but you just balance it out. Have like 30, 30, 30, you know, and 10% for the memes, whatever, like 30% Pulse Hex, 30% Pulse, 30% Hex, and 10% ink if you're all RH Max E. You know what I mean? But that's telling me right there, dude. This forms into a Head and Shoulders. That'll be your clue if that forms into Head and Shoulders. Because that looks way too flat, but it does look like a bull flag, man. But if you invert this, what does it look like? I'm just telling you guys, man. Like, I have very minimal. What does it look like? What is it going to do? Is it going to keep collapsing and collapsing? I don't know. I could be wrong. But it hit that 1-to-1. I think it probably go down here a little bit more, actually. Just because. Let's oh wait. Let's go down here. Right there. Look at that. Kind of interesting. Let's think. Even if you added some of these fibs in here. Oh. Could go down to I don't know. Could go down there. Very well could. And just keep going. Especially because RH tweeted about it so much. Oh. All right. I've been well over an hour and a half charts and just agreeableness, the head of agreements. Let's hope to God these tariffs brush off. Just brush it off. Get this MECX exchange listing. We'll move forward. And yeah, guys, stay agreeable. Stay friendly. That's my message for the week. I guess I'll see you next Wednesday. We'll see if it's 7:30. If not, whatever. Anyways, peace out, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Please come over to YouTube, hit subscribe, get my numbers up there, please. Even if you don't want to watch my show, just be agreeable with that subscribe button. My numbers like really stuck over there. I know I get more X viewers over here than anything, but I think they pop in and pop out. I don't know because chat's not very active, but yeah. Anyways, guys, peace out. Love y'all. Keep staying agreeable, man. Keep hodling, keep DCing, and peace out.
Brothers and sisters, we have been chosen. We are going to the promised lands, Valhalla. This is it. The pumps are here. Valhalla, gospel, Jesus. will be proud of you for holding your crypto. Your children's 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 children will remember your name. So ladies and gentlemen,